Also know about yourself, your strength, your weakness, what are your goals, why you want to be a best cadet, why you want to go for a RDC, and what you learned from NCC, what are the activities in which you take part in NCC. So today is 8th of March, a very happy Holi to you all, and I'm shooting this video and you can listen यार कि बहुत ज़्यादा शोर हो रहा है and वो पढ़ने नहीं दे रहे थे. So I thought to shoot a video for you, and this video is very helpful for those who are seriously want to prepare for the best cadet competition. And if you are preparing for the best cadet competition, I hope कि आप pen और paper लेकर बैठे होगे, and whatever point I will tell you, just उनको note down करते जाना and start करते हैं. So first let's discuss about the most important and asking question that is related to the best cadet interview language. So yes, you have to speak in English in your interview of best cadet. If you will speak in Hindi or you will communicate with officer in Hindi, then there is very less chances that you would get selected for a best cadet, because I don't think so that in any unit or in any battalion or in any group or in any directorate there would be not any single cadet who would speak in English or having good communication in English, and so they will prefer the cadet who will speak in English, so he can represent their directorate on India level. Because in best cadet competition, cadet from 17 directorate take part, and the cadet who are from South India, they can't understand Hindi. And when you will participate in group discussion, then you have to express your feelings and your thoughts in English, because as English is a common language and everyone can understand it easily. So it's better if you want to go for a best cadet competition, then start work upon your English communication skills. So in best cadet, English is very limited. Officers are searching for a good and knowledgeable cadet, not for a foreigner. So they check the knowledge and personality through the best cadet interview and the group discussion and lecturate and other event. So you have to do good in your best cadet interview. So let's discuss about the interview part of best cadet, that what officers can ask and how you can perform better. So there are so many cadets who never interviewed earlier, and for best cadet it can be first interview for them. So they have to prepare first for the predicted questions that officer can ask. So it's better to prepare earlier, because when you will go for the interview, then you can feel nervousness, and at that time, then when the officer will ask you a question and आपके दिमाग में it will get a blank और कुछ भी समझ नहीं आएगा and आप कुछ भी बोल दोगे. So let's discuss about the questions. So before starting, let me tell you that I already uploaded one video on best cadet. If you had not watched that video yet, so you can check the video. The link is in description. मैंने पहले भी बताया है अपने वीडियोस में, and again I will say the first most important question for any interview, whether it is for NCC, when you go for enrollment, or when you are go for best cadet competition, or for any other camp, then it would be or tell me something about yourself. So this is the first question that officer will ask you, and you have to give a crisp and short answer about yourself. मतलब उसमें बहुत short में आपको summarize करना है खुद की life को. So let me tell you one thing, that when we were competing for best cadet, to be a best cadet of Uttar Pradesh, to represent in RDC 2022, we were having our mentor who was ex-psychologist from SSB, the Colonel Joshi sir, and we are very obliged to get the opportunity to train under him. So for the answer of your introduction, you have to start with your name. Then you have to tell about your qualification, and in which you also have to include your currently what you are pursuing. Then your hobbies, that what you want to do in your free time, and it should be something productive. मतलब आप ऐसा नहीं बोलो कि हाँ भाई बस गाने सुनते हैं. It should be something productive जिससे आपका knowledge gain होता है, and because officer want that type of answer. Then the third, your achievement in any sports or anything, and then about your short and brief in your family. Family को ज़्यादा describe करने का ज़रूरत नहीं है. If they want to know about your family, they will ask a question. मतलब back to back question they will ask you. So you don't have to brief गिव योर ब्रीफ डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ फैमिली, लाइक आप नेम वगैरह भी बता रहे हो तो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं बताना है, आपको बहुत ही ज़्यादा शॉर्ट रखना है अपने इंट्रोडक्शन को. एंड व्हेन यू आर टेलिंग योर हॉबीज, जिसमें आप कोई स्पोर्ट्स या गेम बता रहे हो, देन यू हैव टू नो 110% नॉलेज अबाउट दैट पर्टिकुलर स्पोर्ट्स, बिकॉज दे कैन आंसर काउंटर क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम इट. लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू आर saying volleyball, and he can ask about the volleyball players and volleyball rule and the volleyball ground measurement etc. So आप कुछ भी बता रहे हो रनिंग या कुछ भी, तो उसका टाइमिंग वगैरह जो भी होता है, देन यू हैव टू मतलब मास्टरी कर लेनी है ऑन योर हॉबी एंड योर अचीवमेंट्स. So if you want, you can also add in starting that from where you belong from. Let me tell you my experience when I was interviewing in DG for Best Cadet. Then they asked me about the Uttar Pradesh development. So from wherever you belong, you have to know कि वहाँ पर कहाँ से रहते हो, कितने डिस्ट्रिक्ट हैं, क्या क्या डेवलपमेंट हो रहे हैं, या each and everything. So अगर आगरा से हो, then you have to know each and everything about Agra and the historical places, the famous monument and each and everything, or the foods etc. and the development parts, the most important. You should also know about your parent occupation, like what your fathers do. Like if he is army personnel, then sure कि आपसे question आने वाला है that where he is posting and each and everything, and what you learned from your father and your mother etc etc. So you also have to prepare well about your father occupation and what he do. You also know about yourself, your strength, your weakness, what are your goals, why you want to be a best cadet, why you want to go for a RDC, and what you learned from NCC, what are the activities in which you take part in NCC, and how NCC change your personality, what changes you see in yourself before you join NCC and after joining NCC, and how NCC is helpful in social activities. And these are some questions that can be asked related to NCC life of a cadet. They can also ask you that how you will manage your studies because you have to go for a 6-month camp for RDC. They can also ask about your inspiration, that who is your inspiration, and they can also ask questions from your goal, that why you want to be. And it's not required that if you are in NCC then आपको अपना जो goal है वो यही बताना है that I want to be an officer in defense. Whatever it is, be truthful. मतलब if you want to be an engineer then say कि engineer बनना है, and don't bluff, मतलब झूठ नहीं बोलना. So these questions all are related to the introduction and your NCC journey. They also can ask some question about the current affair and general knowledge to check your knowledge. For example, they can ask whatever that how aware you are, and what is going in surrounding, and what are the policies government is initiated in country, and what are the missions and exercise is taken in defense forces. And they also can ask about the issues that are going in geopolitics in internationally or national level. They can ask, or they also can ask some news. Apart from these questions, they also can ask some questions about related to your special subject and about your NCC subject, that how good command you have, because in DG there will be a competition of that precise जो भी हमारी NCC की books है, so you also have to prepare it well. So these all questions are to check your knowledge and how aware you are and how well you know about yourself. They also check your personality in the interview, that how you walk, how you talk, and how you are expressing your thoughts and feelings in front of others, and your way of sitting, and your way of wearing a uniform. So note down all these questions on a notebook and write your answer. Just think for 5 to 10 minutes for a single question and उसके बारे में सोचो, and what could be a best answer according to yourself for that particular question. उसको नोट करो and prepare for it, and don't copy someone, and I'm sure that you will do better in your interview, and work on your English communication skills. And if you found this video helpful, just do like the video and share with your friends. And if you want the video on the topic of lecturate and group discussion for the best cadet, you can comment below. So जितने होली में रंग नहीं है उससे ज़्यादा बैकग्राउंड में इस वीडियो में सॉन्ग्स हैं, सो आई एम श्योर कि कॉपीराइट आने वाला है.